Young women in Niger State are braving the odds to escape from marriages they were forced into.
I went through a lot of pain to escape from the marriage. I had a cold and vomited blood. My mother was the one buying medication for me. Until this very moment, I am yet to recover fully.
Meet Amina Tauhid Abubakar and Amina Tauhid, who were forcefully married off. However, they are seeking legal means to end their unwanted unions. There are many more like them fighting to break free from the clutches of forced marriages, according to the Niger State Child Rights Agency.
It has been happening a lot because there is even a girl called Aisha from Batagi that run to us here. She run in the midnight through maybe even though you are more than 10 or 15 minutes, you cannot go through there because the village is very, very bushy. And she slept in the bush almost 3 days before getting to us. There is one even that she was sleeping in a cave. Some of them in the bushes. Some of them, even though before they come out of the bush, you see them with many type of wounds that you have to go and treat them. Because some of them, you may even see them. Some of them, if they run into the bush, they will just behave as if they are mad. Because so that people will not suspect that they are running they'll just behave somehow so that they'll run into the town. Some of them, if you even see them, you will even run away.
Makagi, a remote village in Niger State, is a sad reminder to many girls. This is due to alleged activities of a local herbalist identified as Muhammad Baba. Baba uses sorcery to hypnotize girls who resist forced marriages, according to several claims.
Before I no agree to, so they can carry me to the waiting they call that village, Makagi. They can take me there. Then when we come back, I don't know that. I don't even know the time myself. We just write me. I don't lie you. I don't know the time. Now early in the morning, I can understand all the things will happen to me.
I was summoned in front of an old man that was threatening me with sorcery. He asked that I pick a nylon from the floor, which I did with 6 other people. After doing some incantations and sprinkling some substances, my nylon caught fire and he told me that my mind was dark. I told him my mind was not dark. I just did not want to marry the man they asked me to. After that, he ordered me to follow the man they had forced on me. When we eventually got home, my father ordered me to leave his house or marry the man he had forced me to marry. I left home and went to sit in the mountains.
They took out one Balis called, that man, you people supposed to go and question that man. What is his name? Along this Minna, Makagi. Please, you have to go and interview because it's unfair. And this our Royal Highness doesn't like such type of thing.
There we went, escorted by policemen due to security concerns, to interview Baba. However, Baba's personal assistant Abubakar Aliyu said his master was not available. He also denied the allegations. Toko Mohammed, chairman of the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights in Niger State, is also familiar with the story of Makagi village.
That Baba in Makagi, the way they are talking about the Baba, seriously, the Baba, if we should follow the way they talk about him, if it's true, the Baba is very dangerous, the way they talk about him. So, but the only problem we are having that we cannot do anything pertaining to that Baba, we don't have a girl that will be bold and stand and wanted to take us there, that can face the Baba and say, this is what you do to me. They are just saying it. No one can come out boldly among of them because they are afraid. And what they normally, when they take them to those herbalists, when they come out, if you wanted to ask them, they will say they should not talk. If they talk, they will kill them. That is like they are using charm for them to be afraid. And those villagers, they believe that the person that have charm, understand, is a spirit or somebody that they cannot challenge him.
78% of girls in the northern region of Nigeria marry before the age of 18 years. according to a 2021 report by Save the Children International. Majority of the girls in Niger State were married off forcefully by their parents.
Other suitors came asking for her hand in marriage, but she turned all of them down. When this particular person came, I liked him and I discussed about it with her late mother, which she accepted. That's why I gave her out to the man in marriage.
These girls are considered marriageable once they show signs of puberty.
That if a girl child, observe her first menstruation period, second, third one, she should be married. They don't even allow their children to go to even primary one.
Islamically, if Islam say 15 and you are taking off 19 or 20, I think nothing's bad there.
Bako Indawo is a former chairman of Bida local government area. He sheds light on the prevalence of forced marriages in the state.
Some will tell you that it's a tradition. Particularly in the villages, once they born a child, they fix that child to a man. If a child was a day old, and you could see that they will not be able to wait until maybe the child will make chores by himself.
This position resonates with the Niger State Hisbah Commission, Bida Emirate Unit.
We do have cases of this forced marriage here. They are frequent. Mostly, it's either they will force the girl from the childhood and say they are giving her to another person from their relations. When the girl is growing up gradually, the girl will now start knowing what is good and bad. She will now want to choose for herself. She will now say no, she doesn't like the person any longer. What she wants is she wants to make her choice. And that time already they might have collected money from the parent of the person they are giving her to.
For girls who manage to escape from the villages, the battle is not over yet. Only a divorce certificate from the court is the pathway to freedom. This is another struggle.
They go to court that has judicial powers over them. What happens in most cases is that the parents will claim that no, they did not marry her forcefully, that it was herself that agrees. This lady will find it difficult to get any witness because she requires at least 2 male witnesses of impeachable character to come out and testify that really the marriage was done by force. Then she still has a solution. No, I'm no longer interested in you. She cannot. And then she wants to do khole. What you call khole? That what was spent on her for the marriage, she is ready to refund. But then the problem may be, did she collect anything? If she didn't collect anything, then the parents will come. Yes, how much did you give her? If there are people that collected, then the husband she was forcibly married to, they will pay or refund.
It is freedom at last for Withdrew Abubakar and Amina Tauhid. They have received divorce papers from a Sharia court at the time of filing this report.
This is after several months of struggle.
I approached the court again and I asked that I be left alone for now because I wanted to focus on my personal development. I want to study the Quran and also go into fashion design.
However, the hopes of Amina Idris hang in the balance. Her kinsmen are insisting she returns to her marriage.
I am appealing to government officials for the sake of God to help me separate my marriage from the man Haruna because I don't love him. I spent 13 days in his house after the marriage, but I did not allow him to consummate the union. I want the government to help me because I don't love him.
The Bida Traditional Emirate condemns forced and underage marriages. A member of the council, Abubakar Muhammad, who spoke on behalf of the Emir of Bida, warns parents against forcing their children into marriages.
Nobody should attempt that 12, 13, 14, 18 years now because the age is too fast. And even their brain to stay with a man is not well deep.
However, the Emirate blames poverty and lack of basic education as factors fueling forced marriages in the state.
If there is any way the other government or any other organization can bring a scholarship to the communities, understand? At least you can be able to, because they love education.
In 2003, the federal government passed the child rights law to protect children against various forms of abuse. Although the Niger state government adopted the law in 2010, forced marriage is still practiced in several communities, making life difficult for the girl child.